Now, as for the AEW Championship, I think we could all safely assume that Chris Jericho will be facing Jon Moxley at Revolution. That's what it's been building to, at least. Next week, I thought it was so funny that they had Jon Moxley even think about the idea of joining Inner Circle. Had the shirt on his shoulder, just sitting there like, oh, what do I do, guys? But they're building that up. I don't think they're building up for Bash at the Beach. It's going to be for Revolution. Who wins? I don't know if you take the title for Chris Jericho this year. I don't know. It's a very hard decision to make. I think if we were at Double or Nothing, I think if we go to May 2020 and you do Chris Jericho versus Jon Moxley, then I'd say perfect timing, because that was a show when Jon Moxley made his debut. That would make sense. That would make sense. Now, if they want to do a 2-match program, like a 2 pay-per-view program between the two men, which might be a little hard because you just started the feud in December, so you got to do, like 5 months of this and keep it interesting for 5 months, which wrestling fans, keeping someone interested in one feud for that period of time is kind of hard to do. But AEW, who knows? They might be able to pull it off. I think if you could extend it out to Double or Nothing, that would be a good time to Jon Moxley beat Chris Jericho. But if not, then who do you have face Chris Jericho at Double or Nothing? Maybe Kenny Omega? I mean, slowly but surely seems like they're building Kenny Omega back up. So I think they probably could do something Kenny Omega at that point. What else you guys talk about in the chat? I guess we're going to keep going since we got 50 people watching right now. Christopher Daniels reminds me of Matt Hardy when he brawls people. Hopefully Matt Hardy doesn't fucking face plant on the ramp after doing moonsault last week. That was fucking hilarious. Pac versus Darby Allin, AEW Bash at the Beach, Tyler. Did they announce that, or are you speculating? That'd be a really good match. Darby Allin and Pac? Holy shit. Darby Allin, he went to help Cody up to his feet on AEW this week after he lost to the Blade and Butcher. Well, QT Marshall did, but Cody was on a losing team, so he technically lost too. So I think we might be also getting Darby and Cody versus Blade and Butcher next week. If they do that match, though, do they have them win? Or do they lose again? Because the Blade and Butcher, they're a new tag team, because you don't want to beat them right away. But you also want to keep Cody and Darby looking good because they're practically the top babyfaces in the company right now. NXT was good. NXT was good this week. I'll actually probably give NXT the edge over AEW this week, honestly. Either Chris Statlander wins the title off of Riho and joins the Nightmare Coalition. You think Chris Statlander is going to join the Nightmare Coalition? I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't have Chris Statlander join the Coalition. She seems like she's alright as a babyface right now. The crowd's starting to get behind her. I like her gimmick. She's a really good wrestler. I don't think she needs to be with them. She'll be a background player if that's the case. First of all, I don't even know who the hell that bald woman is. That Serena Deeb looking woman that's in the faction. Who is that woman? Who is she? Who is she? I'm going to know who she is first before you have anyone else join this faction. Then in the promo with Brandy, they had this white guy who's bald. Well, we don't know who he is. So they're kind of keeping me interested. Well, it's like my interest is wanting to know what's going on more so than, oh my God, I'm so intrigued. Like, this is interesting. Like, I just kind of want to know what's going on. So I guess it's a different type of intrigue, if that makes sense. When will we get Cody versus Moxley? Probably sometime in the near future. I wouldn't rush that match. They're both baby faces. There's no reason to do that match. No reason to do that match right now. I think if Moxley becomes the champion and you want to do a program at that point, maybe. But the thing is, Cody can't compete for the AEW Championship ever again because of the match stipulation, which we know they're going to get out of some way. Somehow, some way they will. Do you like them doing Double or Nothing and All Out in the cities every year? I don't mind it. What I do mind, though, is them doing the same cities, because it's like, okay, you did Chicago for All In. Now it was your first show. It was not AEW, I get it, but it was your first show. It's your home base. Cool and all, whatever. You go back there for All Out 1 year later. Cool and all, I get it. Then you go back there again, like a few weeks later for Dynamite. Cool. You don't go back to Chicago, but you go to another city in Illinois a few weeks later. It's like 4 times you've been in Illinois. And now they announce they're going back to Illinois again for It's like, bro, can y'all go to other cities? Like, I get y'all love Illinois. I get y'all love Chicago, and I have no beef with anybody in Chicago or the city of Chicago, but like, let's go to New York. Y'all haven't been. That is the one big city y'all have not been to. Let's go to New York. Let's see what the market's like there. I'm sure it's very high. I'm sure the market in New York is very high. Let's go to New York. Let's go to Cali. You haven't been to California yet. You know? You're going to Texas next week. Good. Let's go to Arizona. Let's go to Minnesota. Like, y'all got other cities to touch down on, but going to Chicago like 5 times, it's like, alright, let's chill out a little bit. What do you guys think? We got a lot of people watching right now. Give your comments down below what you guys think about AEW going back to Philadelphia. Not Philadelphia. I wish they'd go back to Philadelphia. Many times they're going to Chicago. Go back to Philadelphia, why don't you? Cowards. What do you guys think about them going to Chicago for a 5th time next year in February for AEW Revolution? Connor from the Ascension got shown on this NXT special. Had to be released on TV to make. I mean, he was at the show, so that makes sense. It's either Chicago or Florida for them. I know, right? I mean, they've been to Florida just as many times. Florida is also their home base because, Tony Khan's from there. And that's, the CEOs from there, the president's from there. Then you got to go where the president goes,
Hey, did you enjoy that clip? I know I did. Well, I'm here to tell you, there's plenty of more where that came from. I stream on the Tyler-kun Williams channel, this very channel, every single Wednesday, 8 to 10 p.m. where I live react to NXT and AEW. You should tune into those streams, you'll see more clips like this. And for more stuff and content like this, please consider liking and subscribing to the Tyler Williams channel. Yeah, I know you hear Being the Elite in the background. I ain't gonna lie, let me stop cutting this. Let me cut this out before I get a copyright strike.